Starlets, I'm Sarah from Everyday Starlet. Welcome to my channel. We're bringing a little bit of glamour to everyday life. If you want to join my Starlet squad, be sure you hit that subscribe button. Today I'm talking to you about body and leg makeup. Makeup that goes below the neck. If you're not familiar with how my makeup collection video reviews work, basically I take a particular product, in this case body makeup, which I have in my lap here, which is fallen over. I test a different one each day for however many days I have the product. I show you applying it, giving an initial impression, and then I give you an update throughout the day, giving you my opinion about how I like it after wearing it for an entire day. Then at the end of the video, I will give you my A-list and D-list, so be sure you stay tuned for that. Body makeup is something that I haven't actually used a lot of. I think part of it is because I don't show a lot of my body, but I'm actually going through a fitness challenge, which I have a video about that. I will link that to this if you want to know more about my fitness videos and fitness challenge. So I am anticipating, hopefully, feeling a bit more confident and wanting to show a little bit more skin. Hopefully. So I've been experimenting with some body makeup. I have a really old video talking about body and leg makeup. It's old, so it's probably not great quality, but I do think there's some that I mentioned. I didn't actually show myself using any of them. That was actually criticism. They were like, guys watching it, they were like, I thought there was gonna be more body in this or whatever, but yeah. I didn't actually show it, I just talked about it because I wasn't really doing my collection videos like this at that point. I think there's some that I've gotten rid of that I talked about in that video that I got rid of because I didn't like. Did repurchase some of those that I didn't like so I could actually demonstrate them in this video, but that's beside the point. Basically, if you want to see my body makeup collection and which ones worked and which ones didn't, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Dermablend leg and body cover, and this actually has sunscreen SPF 15. It's high color coverage of leg and body imperfections, tattoos, stretch marks, varicose veins, and spider veins, bruises, birthmarks, scars, oh my. Lightweight creamy texture that blends evenly and easily, completely concealed for up to 16 hours with a flawless and consistent finish. Skin so soft and smooth and comfortable all day long. Transfer resistant, smudge resistant, dermatologist and allergy tested, fragrance free. I'm gonna give this a try on my legs. We're gonna see how it holds up. This is in the shade beige, just so you know. So I don't know if you can see this, we've got the Dermablend side and the regular side. That is a serious difference. Like, my leg looks like it's wearing nylons. It's crazy. Major, major difference. Like, it already feels dry too. It doesn't feel like I'm even wearing anything. Oh, it is coming off of my hand though when I touch it. It's not smudging, but it is coming off of my hand. I guess it smudges a little. I'm gonna try it on the other leg. Okay, I think I went a little too heavy on this side. It feels a lot thicker than and more coverage than this side, so a little does go a long way with this stuff. Okay, so I kind of wanted to just test this out on my arms and shoulders a little bit. I will say though, this is messy, and I tried getting it off my hands from when I put it on my legs, and it is difficult to wash off. Like, this stuff is definitely waterproof. I don't think it's smudge proof though, because my camera is covered in makeup now. I mean, not necessarily smudge proof, but it's not transfer proof. All right, I'm going lighter on my arms, which is working much, much better. But I think it's gonna take a very strong makeup remover to get this off. Probably like a scrub in a shower. It's not gonna add color. I mean, obviously I got one that was closer to my skin tone, so it's not necessarily, you know, gonna give you color. And if you are tan, you're gonna need a different one for when you're tan. I don't remember the shade range that this comes in off the top of my head. It's gonna be more for camouflaging. It's not necessarily going to be for adding color or, you know, I mean, it doesn't have any shimmer in it. It's very matte. Literally just if you need like a flawless full coverage. And I don't know that many people are gonna need something this flawless and this full coverage most of the time. I mean, I would think even for a photo shoot, it's gonna make your skin look a little flat. But I mean, if you don't want to add extra color to your skin and you want like a high coverage kind of thing, let me see if I can get some natural light and maybe show you. Yeah, I mean, it's all over my shirt, but I put it on while wearing a shirt. Yeah, it's really, really hard to tell. I mean, obviously it's all over my shirt, but I had to wear a shirt while I was showing you because I couldn't go shirtless. And I suppose I could, but I wasn't going to. Yeah, I mean, it really does even out the skin. It's honestly, it's all over my camera because I can't get it off my hands. It's very messy. I mean, it doesn't appear to be smudging so far on any area. So far, it definitely transfers, so there's that. But I'm gonna wear this today, see if I cannot get it all over everything, and check in with you guys later. Okay, body makeup update. This is kind of hard to film. Here's the thing. It doesn't smudge. Like, it definitely stays. And it is very, very full coverage. It's almost so full coverage that you're just like, it just makes your skin like flat. And I suppose you could add like a shimmer over it. I'm sure you could layer things over it or maybe powder it. Here's the thing though, while it is smudge proof and it's definitely waterproof, because I had a hell of a time getting it off my hands, and I feel like my camera, even after washing my hands several times, I'm still getting it on my camera when I'm holding my camera. I don't know if you can see, like, my clothes are covered in it. Like, it's not transfer proof in any way, shape, or form. And I've been walking around the house like trying not to touch anything. I wore black clothes so you could see. Like, see, it's like all over. From putting my pants on, it's totally all over my pants. You can see it's like on the leg of my pants from when I like crossed my leg. Like on the inside of the pants, it's like, I mean, I know these are tight pants, but, and I wore black just so you could really see it, not transfer proof. And based on how difficult it was to get off my hands, just washing my hands, I'm actually gonna have to like hop in the shower and really scrub to get it off. It feels heavy, like it feels like I'm wearing it. Like it's not something that I can just like forget, like, oh, but maybe it's because I'm thinking like, oh my God, if I touch the couch or something, my mother's gonna lose her mind. So that might be part of it. But I mean, I do like, I mean, I was noticing, because I put it on my chest, I was noticing that like, because my chest sometimes gets red, it just naturally, that's just my skin. And I was noticing that like it looked really like nice and even, but I can't handle the fact that this gets on everything. But I feel like if you have, you know, like a scar or a bruise, or, you know, you need to cover up a tattoo or something, I feel like this could benefit you. So I do think it has a place, and I am glad that I have it in my collection, because I do see the possibility of possibly needing it. But for like an everyday, or even just for like a night out or something, I don't really see myself using this because it's so messy. Okay, so today's body makeup is not technically body makeup, but I want to throw it in because it is kind of a favorite trick of mine. This is the NARS Copacabana Illuminator. And this is actually like completely different than yesterday's, because this is basically just all shimmer. It's not super long lasting. It's not going to give you any coverage, but I really love it for the legs. I don't necessarily use it on like the chest area or the arms, because I kind of feel like if I want to add shimmer there, I would use more of a powder. My skin is oilier though, so a powder would just work a little bit better for me, like to add a little bit of highlight to the collarbone. But I feel like this is my secret summer leg trick. It works for me, I think, you know, if I'm just going pale and I'm not adding any color, but I do think it works with a tan, although I don't know if I tried it with fake tan, but I might try it this summer with a fake tan. And I've tried other shades, and maybe other shades might work on you. I've tried like a bronzer shade to see if that worked. It did not work as well on me, but for some reason I rubbed this on my legs and it just, like, it makes my calves pop. Like, I don't know if I'll be able to get like the full effect on camera, but I know like in person, when I put this on, if I'm wearing like a short skirt or like summer shorts or something, I'm always like, damn, my legs look good. So that's a little secret. It's so subtle, but I don't know if you can get like the full effect of like, it just kind of like makes the calf muscles pop and just adds some shimmer. This is the side that has the shimmer. This is the side that doesn't. It's just kind of a little trick I like to use. This particular shade works really well on fair skin. It's not going to give you any coverage. It's not super long lasting, but because it is so light, it's not going to like smear all over everything. I do find that, like, I mean, again, if you get sweaty, it might smudge a little, but I've never found it to be that bad. I'm not going to give you an update throughout the day because I kind of feel like, again, like I'm going to say, it's not going to last a super long time or anything. If you need coverage, it's not going to work, but I feel like this is a good, like, topper to put over something. It's one of my favorite, like, sexy leg tricks, so I want to throw this in as a little side note, but tomorrow I'll try a different body product, and I think this one has a little bit more coverage, so I just wanted to throw this trick in. Okay, so today's body makeup is the Vita Liberata Body Blur. Their self-tanners are actually the only self-tanners I've ever tried that I actually like and that work on my skin. I feel like other times like coloring is off and like my skin's had really bad reactions to like drugstore self-tanners and stuff, and the Vita Liberata is expensive, but if you want a self-tanner, I highly recommend it. I did test the Body Blur like last year when I was getting like wedding ready, and so I kind of already have opinions about it, but I wanted to test it in this video. It says Instant HD Skin Finish 24-hour wear. I do find this shade, unless I actually have a self-tan on, this is a little dark for me. I'm gonna test it out, probably not for 24 hours, because I don't think I can leave this on for 24 hours without like showering and stuff, but let's see how it goes. Okay, I put on body lotion, but like a little while ago, and I feel like the body lotion is not mixing well with this. It's getting stripy. You can see that. That is not pretty, so we're gonna have to figure out how to rub that in. Okay, so a part of the problem I'm having with blending it in, I think, is the body lotion that I have on, because when I tried this before, I didn't have this kind of a problem blending it in, and I was using a different body lotion back then, so I think that was the problem. I wouldn't necessarily say to skip the body lotion, because I feel like then my legs would be too dry, but I don't know, maybe I should have let it sink in a little bit longer before trying this out. Definitely kind of hard to smooth out, I think, because it's kind of a dark shade on me. I'm having trouble blending it around my ankles. I mean, it's got like a very, very subtle golden iridescence, which is really pretty. If you can see, this is a leg that has it on, this is a leg that doesn't. I feel like if I had a tan, it probably would look a little bit more natural on me. Wipe off this leg a little bit before I apply, see if I get a better application on this side. I mean, I do think it definitely gives your skin that like J-Lo glow. Nope, this side is having the same problem, so. I don't remember this before. Maybe it's because I've had this for a little while and maybe it's not still good. I don't know. I mean, I do know they use very natural products, so it's possible the shelf life is expired. Okay, I went lighter on this leg, but I feel like because I'm so pale, a little yellowy. Yeah, I definitely went lighter on this leg and I didn't go up as high. I mean, I like the effect this has. It feels nice. It makes my legs look nice and smooth, but you really have to blend it. And even like after all that blending, it's still a little patchy. And it's really bad around my ankles. I'm just gonna put socks on, so I don't really care for this particular test. Okay, I'm gonna try a little bit of upper body. Then I'm gonna put like a white t-shirt on, and then that's really gonna help us see, because I don't really have like white pants or anything that can really help us tell how long lasting this is. So I'm gonna try it on my arms and then use the white t-shirt test. Gives a beautiful, like, I feel like this is the epitome of a J-Lo glow. Yeah, I'm almost wondering if it wasn't the body lotion, if it's just maybe this product needs updating. I feel like putting it on my arms, I probably would normally put it on my chest area, but I'm not gonna bother with that today. I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit before I actually put my t-shirt and some pants on. And hopefully the pants will, and my socks and stuff will show how it wears. And hopefully the white t-shirt will show us if this stuff transfers or not. So I'll check back in with you guys a little bit later. Okay, so body makeup update. I don't really know exactly how I'm gonna do this. I wore a white shirt today. I did not feel like this on my arms. Like, it didn't really rub off on my t-shirt much. My t-shirt is pretty clean. The only thing is that under my armpits where I sweat tan. I know that might be TMI, but you know, it is what it is. I do think like this didn't seem to smudge, and even on my legs when I put leggings on, like it didn't seem to smudge. Like, it held up pretty well on my legs. It's just, let me show you my socks. Like, it definitely rubbed off on my socks. It's not transfer proof, but it does hold up really well. It doesn't rub off nearly as badly as like the day one product. It's not nearly as messy. It's just not completely transfer proof. So you do have to be kind of careful when you wear it, but it's not too bad. I don't remember when I used it before having as much trouble blending it in, but this time I had a really hard time blending it in. So I kind of feel like this is something that, like, if I was wearing a self tanner, I would put this on to give myself a little extra glow, but I don't know if I would necessarily wear this regularly. I do know it washed off my hands really easily, and the fact that it did that and it doesn't seem to have smudged as much. I mean, I definitely think this is a contender for something I would use. I'm extra paranoid about transfer. So it's good It's just not completely transfer proof, but I do like it. I think for certain occasions, if you want like that J-Lo glow, I think it's a good option. Okay, so today's body makeup is the, ooh, it's wet, so it's coming off of my hands here. It's the Scott Barnes Body Bling Platinum Moisturizing Shimmering Body Lotion. I know I've used this before. I don't remember what I thought of it though. So we'll just have to see. I think there's different shades of this, and I think this is probably one of the lighter ones. This actually works really well on my legs when they're pale. I think if I had like color to them, like a self-tan or anything, I think this might be a little bit too light for me. This has a slight pigment to it, but it's not much. It has a very natural iridescence to it, which is really cool. I don't know if you can tell, the lighting's not great, but this just looks more evened out. It's almost like, I feel like it's almost like a tinted moisturizer for your legs with a hint of shimmer in it. Yeah, I really like how this smooths everything out, evens it out. It's a very subtle shimmer. It's not like an in-your-face bling. Very subtle. Because this is so subtle, I thought I would just try it out on my arms and see. So I think I'll see if it rubs off on black pants, and then I'll see if it rubs off on a white t-shirt, and that'll kind of give us a more even comparison as to how long lasting this is. But it has like a blurring effect. I feel like gives it a nice, ooh, look at that shimmer. Okay, so I'm gonna throw on like a white t-shirt, I'm gonna throw on some black leggings, and then I'm gonna wear this throughout the day, and then I'm gonna kind of see how long this lasts. But I mean, I do love the pretty glow. I just feel like if I had a tan, it might not be the right shade for me. But for my pale skin, it is a nice, beautiful glow. I really do like the effect that this has. It is a stunning glow. We'll see how long it lasts. Okay, so body makeup update. I mean, it was a lot more glowing on my arms than I initially thought it was, like on my legs. But when I put my shirt on, if you can see here, yeah, I've got some makeup on it definitely when I first put my shirt on. I haven't noticed it too much like rubbing off on my t-shirt, so not too bad. Yeah, there's definitely some on my socks, but because it's a lighter color, it's not too bad. Kind of came off on the inside of my pants. I mean, it's kind of smeared a little bit, but it's not super messy. Like, it's definitely not the messiest one that I've tried. Not super long lasting though, and it will get on stuff, like especially if you put a shirt on after you've put it on. Not the longest lasting of all of them, not the most durable, not the most coverage, but nice. I like it, and if you really want a glow, you're gonna get a glow. Okay, so today's body makeup is the Sally Hansen Airbrush Legs. I actually tried this a while ago, hated it, threw it away because I didn't like it, but I bought it again for this test because I feel like so many YouTubers rave about it and go on, and I was like, all right, maybe I'll give this one more try. I got the shade Light Glow. It says it's water resistant. It's water and transfer resistant. Formula won't rub off on clothes. Lightweight makeup, stays fresh all day, natural looking. Shake well, spray directly onto hands and apply on. That's why I hated it, because it says to spray on hands and then apply on legs and feet. Blend evenly, completely. Allow to set for 60 seconds before dressing. Removes easily with soap and water and a washcloth. Why is it in a spray if you have to spray it on your hands and then rub it on your legs? That makes no sense. Maybe it's just to go with the airbrush thing or something? That doesn't make sense to me. But we're gonna give this a try. This is messy. Side with it, this is the side without it. I feel like it doesn't do anything for my legs except make them look more yellow, which I know in this lighting it's really hard to tell, but I don't like the way they look. And I hate that you have to spray it in your hands because it's messy. And let me try the other side. Is it on both sides? Okay, here's the thing. I feel like a darker color is only gonna look darker and it's gonna look less natural on me. This is the shade probably closest to me, but it's so yellow that I just don't feel like it looks right on me, and it's so messy because you spray it in your hand and it's like, I feel like it sprays everywhere, like it's messy, and I don't remember it lasting long, but I'm gonna wear it throughout the day and see how it holds up. But I don't like this product. I don't know why everybody thinks it's so great. I don't think, I mean, yeah, my legs do look a little bit smoother and more even, but not, I don't know, I don't get the hype. Okay, so body makeup update. I didn't like this one. My legs actually felt a little itchy for a little while after I wore it, so there was that. I only put it on my legs, and let me see if I can, I put leggings on over it, and I don't think that the leggings made it smear at all. Looks like it didn't come off on the inside of my leggings as much. I mean, they're black pants, so it's hard to tell, but I mean, I don't think it rubbed off too much, but the sock test, it's all over my socks. So this definitely isn't completely transfer proof. To be honest, I'm not a fan of the coloring. I don't get the hype behind it. I mean, you know, it's an affordable product, but it's not something I see myself using. Hey guys, so it is my final body makeup day, and today I'm using the Bliss Fat Girl Slim, which I'm not really that keen on that name, but you know, whatever. It's the Hide and Go Sleek Firming and Luminous Tinted Body Spray. This actually was one of the ones that I tested last summer, and I ended up picking this one to wear on my wedding day because I just thought it was the best option. I will tell you that I think I heard about this from Tati's channel. It's very long lasting. It doesn't transfer easily, and I didn't get any of this on my wedding dress. However, my second dress that I was like dancing in all night and sweating and stuff by the end of the night, like it did come off on my dress. All came out in the wash, so I don't know if the dress was dry clean or wash. I don't remember, but it came out of the dress, like it didn't permanently stain it. I did find this held up really, really well, but it wasn't completely transfer proof. But I'm gonna give this a try today and we'll see how it works. It's got like caffeine in it, so it's kind of supposed to help tighten and tone. I don't really know if it does that. I don't really know if anything can really do that, but okay, instructions for use. Shake well, spray 6 inches away from skin in even strokes, blend evenly. As part of your body bettering routine, we suggest using in conjunction with regular exercise and regular diet, regular vigorous massage, and the rest of the Fat Girl Slim regimen. All right, so let's give this a try. Okay, this is the leg that has it on. This is the leg that doesn't. It's very, very subtle. There is pigment in it, but it's a very, very light pigment. On my wedding day, I actually wore this over my spray tan. I don't know if I'd say it has much of a tightening effect. It's a little bit of a smoothing and blurring effect, but you're not gonna get a lot of pigment, and it's not gonna be super noticeable. So let me just try the other side. So it's really, really subtle. You're not gonna notice it too much. When you look up close, your legs will kind of have like a glow to them. Okay, I'm gonna try spraying this on my arms just so that then when I put on the white t-shirt, it'll kind of show you a transfer test. The aerosol's a bit much. Yeah, inhaling it is a little tough, but it's gonna be really hard for you to like see on camera because the glow and the pigment is so subtle, but like in person, you get this kind of like, it's like an inner glow. Like your skin just has that nice subtle inner glow, and because it's just got like a hint of pigment, evens out your skin just the slightest bit, but it's not gonna be a lot. So I'm gonna throw on a shirt and some pants, and I will update you guys later and kind of try to show you how this held up. Okay, body makeup update. Here's the thing about this one that I forgot. When I wore this on my wedding day, it was August, so it was brutally hot. It's actually, I mean, it's supposed to be spring, but it's actually really chilly today. And I forgot that this has like a cooling sensation, which I think is part of what helps, like, it's supposed to give you like a tightened, skinnier look, which I don't really know if it made me look all much skinnier, but it's supposed to do that. But because it's chillier, like I have like goosebumps all day, like I'm so cold. And I wanted to wear a t-shirt to like show whether or not it rubbed off. And so I've been really cold today, all in the name of beauty for testing this. But here's the thing, it's like all over my shirt, but it's mostly from when I first put my shirt on. This is like from when I first put my shirt on, but I haven't really gotten any more on here since I put my shirt on. So it's not like rubbing off, it just got on my shirt while I was putting my shirt on. I mean, it's not super pigmented at all, so it's not gonna, you're not gonna get a lot of transfer. There is some on the inside of my pants, but not like nearly as much as some of the others. The sock test. There's some on the sock, but then again, it's less pigmented than some of the others, so you're not gonna get as much coming off on the sock. So overall, I mean, I think there's a reason why I picked this one to wear on my wedding day. It was because it was the least transferable. I also wore it over a self-tanner, so I feel like my skin already had some color and I didn't need quite as much pigment, so it just gave it like that subtle glow. And it was summertime, so the cooling sensation was nice. If it's cold out, I would not wear this because the cooling sensation will make you cold. You gotta be careful when you're putting your clothes on if you're wearing it, but I have to say it did pretty well as far as transferring throughout the day, or not transferring throughout the day. And those were my body makeup options. Now for my A list and D list. This part is actually really tricky because I feel like all of these are so different, and I didn't really anticipate that when I put them all together, I was just like, oh, body makeup, we'll put it together. I have to say my favorites and the ones that I would be the most likely to use again are the Bliss Fat Girl Slim, which I don't like that name. I feel like it hurts my heart, but whatever. The Hide and Glow Sleek. It's firming and luminous tinted body spray. It's a great summertime option if you want something that will keep you cool, because it is very cooling. I don't know if it's particularly toning, but I do know, like, it'll make it cold, so you'll tense up, so maybe it will firm, I don't know. But I do think it gives you like a nice natural glow. It does transfer a little bit, but less than some of the others, I think, because it's such a subtle color. So I feel like for me in the summertime, like, I'm gonna self tan, so I'm already gonna have some color. Adding this to it as just like a little bit of body makeup will just kind of even things out and just give you a little bit more of like a summer glow. So this would be one of the ones that I'd be more likely to use again. One that I love and I definitely will use again, it's just not for everybody, is the NARS Copacabana Illuminator. Now this stuff is expensive, it's NARS, let's be serious. So I don't necessarily wear it every day, but like on a special occasion, if I'm wearing like a short skirt, I will rub this on my legs, and nothing gives my legs a better glow. It's more for people with fair skin. It works great for my skin. I know that the Illuminator comes in other shades. I did try the bronzy color a while ago, like on my skin, and for me, it just didn't work. It didn't look natural. It looked streaky. I feel like using this as just an illuminator works really well. Like, it just gives my legs like that perfected glow, but you're not gonna get any coverage from this. So if you have any kind of like marks or scars or, you know, an ingrown hair, pimple or anything like that, this is not gonna give you any coverage, and it's not gonna add any tan. In fact, I actually find it makes my legs look a little bit paler, but it enhances them. So if I am going with like a pale leg or a lighter leg, or I'm not trying to like just get my legs as dark as I possibly can, this adds a beautiful glow. So I do really like using this, and you know, if you have a different skin tone than me, or you are tanning, maybe try a different shade. It might work well on you. It's not super long lasting, and it's not transfer proof because it's not adding a lot of color, it's not adding a lot of coverage. It's not really gonna look like it's getting on anything. I mean, maybe if you were wearing like something black that picked up a lot of pigment or something, maybe, but I don't really find that this has ever gotten like messy or anything because it's so subtle and so light. So I really can't get enough of this stuff. A few I want to mention, I did really like the Vita Liberata Body Blur when I tried it last year before my wedding. For me, it was a little bit too much color, and I know a lot of YouTubers say that it doesn't transfer, and they've worn it and they've worn white and it doesn't transfer at all. I found that it did. Not a lot, and definitely not excessive, but it did somewhat. Just kind of want to keep that in mind. I'm certainly not saying it's bad product. I do love Vita Liberata. I am thinking I'm gonna do like a self-tanning tips video at some point, and I'll definitely be featuring some Vita Liberata in that because I do love them as a brand. This particular body blur just isn't necessarily the best body makeup product for me. I feel like when I first tried this Scott Barnes Body Bling in Platinum, I really loved it, but in this test, it just wasn't, it wasn't terrible, it's just kind of for me. The Dermablend is the messiest product that I may have ever used in my life. It is so messy, but I will say, while it is definitely not transfer proof, if you have any kind of major scars, or I don't know how well it would do covering up a tattoo. I think it would depend on the tattoo, but if you seriously need coverage, like if that is your goal, and your goal is not necessarily to tan or add a glow or something like that, but you need flawless coverage and you want something that is like waterproof or something that is gonna last a really long time, the Dermablend is great for that. For me, it's just way too messy. It's not totally transfer proof. Like, it's gonna stay on wherever you put it, but it is gonna rub off, so like you will still get the coverage, but it's gonna get on stuff. It's like, it's not practical for most situations, like even just like a night out or something. But for a very special occasion, or like a photo shoot or something where you feel like you need something with major coverage, it definitely is a great product for something like that. For the right occasion, for the right person, but definitely not for every day. The D-list, it's gotta be the Airbrush Legs, the Sally Hansen. Now I realize this one is probably the most affordable I actually haven't priced them, but it probably is the most affordable out of all of them. So I kind of hate trashing it, but I feel like so many people rave about this, and I have never liked this product. First of all, it's in a spray, but it says in the directions to spray on your hands. Why put it in a spray? So it's like messy, it's gonna spray everywhere, but you're still spraying it on your hands and then rubbing it on your legs. That makes no sense to me. I don't like anything about this. I don't like this product. Rant over. So if you have a body makeup product, whether it be for adding a shine, adding a glow, adding a tan, adding coverage, whatever it is, let me know. Like a product that you love or you hate, let me know. Leave it in the comment section below. I love your suggestions. If there's any other body makeup product that you'd like me, or any other product at all that you'd like me to test out or review, please leave that in the comment section below as well. I love your suggestions. They really help me out, and they help me to know what it is that you want to see on this channel, because after all, I do this for you. I want to know what you guys want to see. If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. A while back, I was suffering from anxiety and depression, and I truly believe that beauty and makeup saved my life. And I believe it can save yours too. So if you want to join my Starlet squad, be sure you hit that subscribe button. You can follow me on all my social media channels. Links will all be in the description box below, along with links to all these products. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you join me next time.